In a quiet neighborhood, nestled between towering oaks and blooming gardens, stood a modest home that had seen better days. Its paint was peeling, the windows were drafty, and the garden was overrun with weeds. The Johnson family, who had lived there for over a decade, often spoke about the need for upgrades, but were overwhelmed by the thought of major renovations. However, it was the small changes they decided to make that transformed their lives in ways they never anticipated. One Saturday morning, inspired by a home improvement show, Sarah Johnson proposed a simple yet impactful idea. Start with the front door. The family had always felt that their entrance lacked character. They decided to paint it a vibrant blue, a color that would pop against the beige exterior of their home. The transformation was immediate. Not only did the door look inviting, but it also instilled a sense of pride in the family. Neighbors began to notice, and conversations sparked over the new look. This small change had a ripple effect, fostering a sense of community that had been missing for years. Encouraged by their newfound motivation, the Johnsons turned their attention to the living room. They replaced the old, worn-out carpet with hardwood flooring. The decision was not just about aesthetics, it was about practicality. The hardwood was easier to clean and more durable, making it ideal for their two young children. As they worked together to lay the flooring, laughter filled the air, and the room transformed into a space where they could create lasting memories. The warmth of the wood added a cozy touch, and soon the living room became the heart of the home, where family movie nights and game days thrived. Next on their list was the kitchen. Though they didn't have the budget for a complete remodel, they opted for new cabinet hardware and a fresh coat of paint. The cabinets, once drab and outdated, now gleamed with a crisp white finish, and the new handles added a modern touch. This simple upgrade made the kitchen feel larger and more inviting. Sarah found herself spending more time there, cooking meals with her children, teaching them the importance of healthy eating. The kitchen became a space of bonding where recipes were shared and laughter echoed off the walls. The Johnsons also decided to tackle their outdoor space. They invested in a few raised garden beds and started a small vegetable garden. Initially, it was just a weekend project, but as the plants began to grow, so did their enthusiasm. The children learned about responsibility as they watered and tended to the garden. Soon they were harvesting tomatoes, cucumbers, and herbs, which they proudly incorporated into their meals. This small change not only provided fresh produce, but also instilled a sense of accomplishment and connection to nature. As summer approached, they realized their backyard needed a little more charm. They hung string lights and added a fire pit, creating a cozy gathering spot for family and friends. The evenings spent around the fire, roasting marshmallows and sharing stories, became cherished traditions. The backyard transformed from a neglected space into a vibrant hub of laughter and connection, where relationships deepened under the starlit sky. With each small change, the Johnson family discovered that home was not merely a structure. It was a living entity that thrived on love, creativity, and effort. The upgrades they made, though seemingly insignificant on their own, accumulated to create a profound impact on their quality of life. Their home was now a sanctuary filled with warmth, joy, and togetherness. In the end, it was the small changes that made all the difference. The Johnsons learned that home upgrades didn't have to be grand or expensive to be meaningful. Sometimes it was the little things, a painted door, new flooring, a garden, that transformed not just a house, but the very essence of family life. They found that in nurturing their home, they were also nurturing each other, creating a legacy of love that would last for generations. Want the latest home design tips? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Have a nice day.